Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today we're going to add, I think, the last page to the front fin here. We're going to add one more page setup onto this fin, and we're going to put a shaker on the front of this page too as well. So this album here is the Hello Pink Autumn album, and this is the paper collection, Hello Pink Autumn by Prima. So this is what we're using, and we're using the Basically Amazing foundations that are available in my Etsy shop and the Basically Amazing Graceful Decorative Edge. Both of these are in pumpkin background design. These are printable templates that are available in my Etsy shop. I just print them off and make these books. I call them workbooks, and it just makes the process so much easier. Like this set of templates came out in 2019, and I have used this book so much, and thank goodness I laminated all the pages because I've used it so much. And has anybody else used their foundations workbook a ton over the past, what, year and a half? What is it? Let's see, what was it? It'll be 2 years this December since this came out. And I just like to know how many times you guys have used your books. That'd be cool. Okay. There is a video playlist for this album, start to finish, step by step. I will link it up here and down below. And let's see, there's also a special Amazon list just for this project so that you can go check out so you can go check out some products that I use. Okay, so I've already prepped most of what I'm going to be doing. The page setup, I've already prepped most of it because I think that we're going to be making the shaker element that's going to take a little bit of time, so I wanted to go ahead and get it all ready to go. So out of the Basically Amazing foundations, I printed page 7A in the popcorn, I was going to say popcorn, in the pumpkin design, and I printed it onto 80-pound white cardstock. So I cut the top tab off, I cut the left long tab off and the bottom tab off. Oops, gotta sneeze. And then I've already got my mat printed. And then I scored it here. I put tape along here and prepped it, and now I have the main base page on this side. I've inked this side as well. So you want to put tape on the side that has the pumpkin background design, or whatever background design you're using. It doesn't matter, but if you're following along making your own version of this album with whatever paper collection you're using or whatever background design you're using, make sure you put the tape on the printed side, the background side. Okay, so I've got that ready to go. And then I printed, this is going to be the mat for it. I printed the shades of color, also available in my Etsy shop, and it's number 19. So they're all numbered. There's 1 through 36. So the color that is number 19, and in the PDF it is page 19. I can't always do that with the PDFs, but this one, it does work out that way because the index sheets are in the back, or the very end of the PDF. So this is number 19, and I printed that onto cardstock, white cardstock, and then I printed one of these scripty papers. Why is there two here? What have I got going on here? Oh. I printed one of these scripty papers, which is this one, the black and white version, over top of it. Okay, and then I printed the mat. So this is 3 times through the printer. I printed the mat, which is on page 54A, on top of that. So there is the mat for that. I did want to show you. I get questions about my scripty papers all the time. Oh, did you hear my doggy shaking her head? The scripty papers, they come in several formats. They come in the 8.5 by 11, both portrait and landscape. They come in 12 by 12 format, they come in 11 by 17 format, and they come in 13 by 19 format. So you get a little oversized 12 by 12 and 2 oversized 6 by 6 onto that 13 by 19 page. So each paper you get all of these options in. I just wanted to kind of remind you guys, so it's also in the original, the vintage, and the black and white. You get tons of options with this set of templates, just depending on if you have the ability to print larger. If not, you can still use those 12 by 12s and stuff. And actually, if you print the 12 by 12, like on an 8.5 by 11, I think it's 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 or something like that. It does end up being more of like an 8 by 8 size. But anyway, so available on my Etsy shop. All these things are linked down below. So we got that. And then we're going to need page 11A. And I printed the pumpkin design. So it looks like this. And what I did was I cut 2 side tabs off and the bottom tab off. And on this, I scored this tab here and put tape on the back side. So not the pumpkin side, but the back side. So I've already notched my edges and everything. So I put tape on that side. So this, and then the mat for this, because it's going to be going like this. The mat for this, I just grabbed a scrap because we're going to have a pocket. So this was a mistake I'd made early on where I traced the wrong thing onto, I traced the wrong page onto this. This is the Shades of Color number, let me look, you think I would know this by now, number 17. And so I just took the mat and just kind of made it the width, because you're not gonna, it's not gonna be matted all the way down. Am I making sense there? So that's what this is about. I mean, I just, you know, why waste it when I don't need it to cover, because there's gonna be a pocket here and it's gonna cover all of this space. So there's that. And then here's the pocket. So this is page 13, and because this is a directional page, and I'm using the pumpkin background, it's 13A. So this is what it looks like. And I obviously separated this, so I'm going to move this out of the way. All of this so far is on cardstock. And I took this piece and I left all 4 tabs on this because I'm going to put a shaker on top. And I wanted to experiment with folding this tab down to see if it would give it a little bit more structure here. So we'll see. So I ended up scoring all the tabs, putting tape on the 2 side tabs and the bottom tab, and then you flip it over and put tape on the back of that top tab, or you could glue it down, either way. So I've got that ready to go. And then out of the Graceful Decorative Edge, I printed page 11A like this with the pumpkin background design, and I took the 2 side tabs off and left the bottom tab, and on the back side, the white side, I put the tape on the tab on that side. And then I traced the mat that we're going to be using, which is on page 58A. I traced it onto this cardstock because this is going to be this way. So it's going to go like this. Okay, so I just traced it because I wanted to try to get the butterfly and this pumpkin, and it, you know, I couldn't guarantee that if I ran it through my printer. So I traced it, cut it out. Did I ink it up? I'm not sure I inked it up. It doesn't look like I did. Not that you're going to be able to see it really, because it is black, or like a really dark brown, but I think it's closer to black. Okay. So we got those. So that's all we need right now. That's all. That's it. That's all we need. So I'm going to set the mats aside for right now, because we're not going to mat anything. We're just going to put this together first. So let's start with, I'm going to add the pocket. So the page 11A that has the pumpkin background design on the one side, and we left the top tab and put the tape on the bottom. So it's going to be attached to the page like this, and it's going to flip down. So on the white side of the paper, we're going to add this pocket. But first, let me flip that down and attach it. I don't do this normally, but I thought maybe because of the shaker that we're going to put on top that it might help. So we'll see. I'm actually going to attach the bottom first since the mat's not going to go all the way down. I want to make sure that I can cover that edge so that nothing gets stuck, none of the inserts get stuck. Okay, I'm gonna go right above that score mark there on the bottom of the page, just like that. Open this up, burnish a little, then I'm gonna put a piece of tape here and another piece of tape because I can never get it long enough. Okay. Then let's flip this up. Well, oh, I got a comment on an old video today. I'm gonna have to show you because I forgot all about this. I completely forgot about this. Let me find it and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hang on, I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, so the lady had left a comment on here about my ink station. Now remember, when I was making my Essentials ink station, hang on, let me grab this other one. So I've got the single square and the double square, and then I've got the rectangle and the universal and all of that. And I was showing you my first ink station, which, do I still have it sitting here? I don't think I still have it sitting here. I think I put it up. But it wasn't my first ink station. Do you want it? You want to see my first ink station? Okay, I'm going to leave the volume on because I think it's funny and I sound ridiculous and it's cringy. But this video is from 5 years ago. Let's see if it'll tell me. September 2016. So it's called Unique Square Envelope Mini Album Tutorial. Oh, I just got a package from my Amazon. Sorry. So anyway, check this out. Like that. Okay, and then you want to ink it. Come on. I looked at the wrong ink. Oh, a lot of you have been asking what this is. What is this tray that I've got my ink pad and ink sitting on? Well, my son, I'll explain in just a second. You'll understand in just a second. He had to buy a new one. For his phone, he has this like, okay, what's it called? A shatter guard, a tempered glass screen guard. It's just like a screen protector, but it's like glass. I don't know. Anyway, so he had to buy another one. It's actually at Hobby Lobby. That's where he found it to begin with. And I salvaged the plastic part from the recycling, and it's like 2 pieces, just like that. So that's all it is. It's just like here's my, there is my YouTube black ink, and then there is my blending tool. So that way I can just move it around and I don't have to, normally I would stick my blending tool right on top of the ink pad. See which one you like better. This one, this one, this one, yeah, me too. So I've got a YouTube ink pad just for you guys. Anyway, isn't that funny? Do you remember back in the day when I had a YouTube ink pad? That was because I would have to stick my tool on top of the ink pad when I was working off camera. So I would always use the one that was pretty on camera. Well, I had to have a little laugh at myself because even back then, I knew I needed some little bit more organization. Plus it keeps the top of my ink pad. Plus it keeps it close together and it's easy to use. And I just wanted to say thank you to the lady who, I won't show her comment, but let me see let me just give her a quick shout out, just really quick. Cheryl B. I'm just now watching this video after finding you recently. Don't you think it's funny that you showed your ink holder thingy And not too many years later, you made your own. I mean, if she hadn't have made that comment, I wouldn't have even thought anything about it. But do you remember back in the day? Back in the day, that's what I had, and it was great. Okay. And also, obviously was having some allergy issues, and I sound terrible, but hey, we still have not come anywhere. We haven't actually, you know, made any progress in the allergy front. Well, maybe a little. It's not as bad as it used to be. I don't have as many problems as I used to. Okay. Also, I think I'm going to chomp the corners here because I want to make them. That was like a little sidetrack, wasn't it? A little what's it called? Squirrel. I'm using the photo corner angle side. I just kind of want to make it look like that. Oh, you know what? I haven't been actually closing my thingies. I've just been sticking them in my corner chomper stand insert thingy mabob, just like that. It's just easier and quicker, and I don't have to worry about, you know, breaking those little thingies off like I have before. Okay. And I've also, you guys, I've also gotten some feedback about, finally got some feedback about the shaker booklet we made. And you guys agreed with me that it needs to be somewhere else besides under that belly band. So I know we've already moved it, but I just wanted you to know that today or yesterday you guys started commenting about that. So I think that's funny. Not sure where I left off, but let me see. What do I need to do here? I'm not sure where I left off. I'm going to add this to the bottom of the page. No, actually, I'm going to add this one. 11A, the pumpkin background design is on the back. And I am going to I'm going to attach it to the top of this page. So, I have timestamps or chapters down below. If you guys need to jump around, I might have to use them myself. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up. I'm going to butt it right up next to that score there, that bump. And I'm hoping that, yep, that I put it on there straight. And I did. Okay. All right. So, I thought I had, didn't I have them? I do. I have a mat for that, so that's gonna, isn't that gonna be pretty, right? And then this is gonna go here. Okay, so let's add this one now. I'm gonna have to add my magnets before I add the mats. So this pocket flip down page is gonna go right here. And I'm gonna put it right there. So it flips down like that. Burnish. You're not going to see this here. I had to write myself some notes because I printed this stuff off yesterday. So I guess I can take my little Post-it note off of there as well. Okay, I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to put the magnet on this side. So, so I might start with this magnet here. Although that, I think what I'll do is I'm going to do a magnet saver on this little flippy here. All of my magnet resources are down below. I'm going to use a big magnet saver. I think I'm going to put it like right smack in the middle there. And I'm going to put a magnet on here and a magnet behind, or on here. Not behind, but on here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I need to put that, I need to tape that down. I'm not sure what's going on here. I've been listening to Adele today. I think she released a new song or something. I don't know. But anyway, I love Adele. I've loved Adele for a long time. And I was listening to some of her music. She's just so awesome. She's just got such a great voice. Alright, so I'm going to stick that down, and then I'm going to put tape over it this way. Alright, before I add, I need to make sure that there's no magnets. I don't think there is. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Okay, no magnets to worry about. So, whoop. I probably should have done the magnet before I put the pocket, but for crying out loud, Jennifer. Okay, I'm going to try to get a piece of tape in there over top of it, and that way it'll stay stuck down. And then I'm going to try to get a piece of, I'm going to take the tape backing off. Whoop. See, if I did not put the pocket on yet, this wouldn't be such a problem. So I'm going to put a piece of clear tape over top of that, and I missed a corner. Okay. That wasn't so hard, was it? Okay. I mean, you're not going to see it. It doesn't matter. Alright, so that's holding on to that. Wow, it was really holding on to it good. Oh, the tape. I guess I could do something about that. That doesn't matter. Alright, I'm going to take a magnet. And then I'm going to put it, oh, actually no. I can't, I'm not even sure what I'm doing. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this one is, I've got it attached here. I'm going to use a glue dot this time. Got my super uber sticky glue dots. I'm going to press that down. Boop. So it should attach there. Yep. Attach there. And that should be enough. So move this out of the way. And let's mat some stuff. Let's mat this first, except I need to chomp the corners. This time I'm going to use the large angle punch, because we found out that it's perfect to mat the photo corner chomper angle. Sorry, I got itchy. And I think I'll use wet glue for this so that I've got a little bit of wiggle room, right? Using my Fabri-Tac. Okay. Just since my Fabri-Tac's out, I'll just keep using it. I didn't trace this edge out very well, but that's okay. It's not that big deal. So yeah, we're coming together. Let's do this one, this back one here. Let me put a piece of tape over this first. And we'll just use the Fabri-Tac. Today is a really gloomy, rainy day. It's Friday. What is today's date? What is today's date? The 15th? October. So today you're actually seeing the first shaker photo mat that we made, that the video premiered, actually just premiered about 30 minutes ago. Not premiered, it went public 30 minutes ago. So I think that's funny. I'm getting ready to record something like that again. All right. Now, so that goes down like this. This goes down like this. Cute. All right, so for the inside, I have prepped. I've got all my bits and pieces ready to go. And I printed, out of the Photomat Essentials, I printed 1 page of the 5x7 on 28-pound paper, 5x7 photo mats with the photo corners. If you don't want the photo corners, you can just print the plain black one. And I also printed 1 page of the 3x4 photo mats without the photo corners. And first, I'm just going to use one of these 5x7s. So I'm going to put one aside. So I'm going to stamp these really quick. So I need my 5x7 and my 3x4. So let's do the 5x7. I don't think I'm putting anything else on this one. Okay, so the way I'm going to be matting these, I want to do them a specific, I want to put these in a specific spot. So on 2 of these, not matting, where I'm going to be placing these on this page setup is going to dictate where I put the 3x4. So I'm going to put 2 of them like this, and then 2 of them on the bottom, like that. And then, I'm going to take the hearts from the stamp set. And I think what I'm going to do, let me look and see here. I think what I want to do is, I kind of want there to be like hearts going up this side here. Right, like that, and then the same thing over here. Right, isn't that cute? Okay, so then this one, I'll have the hearts coming down. Just to give them a little something to go, to give it a little something, something on the photo mat before the actual photo gets stuck there. Now it makes me want to do it on this one too. Well, shoot. Let's do it. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just threw my book down. I just threw my book on the ground. Just threw it. It literally just fell to the ground. Oh no. Okay, look, all is well. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Nothing crazy happened. Nothing fell off. Nothing broke off. We're good. Perfect. So I think then it just kind of makes sense if I have it just like coming down from the top and from the bottom. Right? I don't think it'll look bad. Alright, so I think I'll start. I'm just going to put this in the middle, like this, as best I can. I'm just going to use tape runner tape. Is it good? Is it good enough? Good enough. Is it crooked? It's probably crooked. Oh well, good enough. All right. So I've got some elements. This one is from both of these are from the die cuts that are part of this paper collection. So I'm gonna be using these. And then these two are actually cut out of one of the papers that had all of the different cut apart pieces. So I'm gonna be using these two as well. So this one is gonna go at the top. These are gonna go at the bottom. So I'm gonna try to, let's see if I can get it in here to where you can see. I'm gonna try to get these on here evenly. So the thought is it's gonna go like this. And then the reason I got these two is I wanted to kind of layer them up a little because I feel like this one here was just, it just wasn't enough, you know, especially when on the other page it's going to be this, right? So I think that looks good. And then I can put the give hugs right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the corners of one and then we'll just go off of that one. Okay, so I'm going to take my tape runner. And then I'm just eyeballing this, so it's probably not a good idea to eyeball, especially with my eyeball, because my eyeball is never right. I did have to get another piece of pattern paper out for this, by the way. None of my scraps were big enough. And for this, I have to use liquid glue. I'm going to use our glitter glue for this because it's so tiny. But I was thinking about the Basically Amazing system albums, you know, the system that I have for the Basically Amazing. I was thinking about how large these albums are, right? And I was thinking about this when I was printing everything off because, you know, sometimes it is a lot of printing. But these albums are so large, and if we had used pattern paper on every single page, do you know how many paper collections we would have to have? It would be so much. It would be so expensive. So, yeah, have you guys ever thought about that before? About how if you didn't use any printables, you only used the paper collection, how many paper collection packs would you need per album? These really large ones. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, did I tell you I fussy cut that out really close? I think I did. And I inked them up a little bit as well. Since I got this glue sitting here. Oh, I need to be careful because I am not gluing the whole thing down so we can slip our photo under there. And, you know, I realize that some people don't have access to printers and stuff, and I understand. I understand that. So they want the paper collections. Again, I totally understand that. But for me, you know, I can't imagine buying 3 paper collections just for one album. I say that. That actually just made me laugh in my head because I do buy 3 paper collections per album. That way I have one to work with. Sometimes I use one to experiment with. And then I give away one, which I haven't been able to do. Have I? How about you guys? I have not been able to give away anything like that in a while. I'm going to put some glue there. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that again. Okay. You know, when I hit 50,000 subscribers, I started giving away paper collections, and then COVID, the thingy, the whatchamajigger thingy that's going on happened, and everything just went all crazy. Yep. So I had to stop. So hopefully I can start that up again soon. So doesn't that look nice? Isn't that a nice little composition? I think so. So let's do the same up here. So it's going to go like this time, and they're going to go down here. Except this one, this part needs a little more space. So I think what I'll do is I will kind of mark it again with my pencil and just do one at a time. That looks good, right? Let me see if I can get the whole thing in the view before my camera shuts off. Yeah, just turn your head sideways and you'll be able to get the whole picture. Looks pretty good. I like it. Now let's do the shaker element that's going to go on the front of here. All you need, well, you need two things. You need page 97 out of the foundations. I don't know if you guys really know that or not, that in the back of the templates there are these kind of like Polaroid type things that do fit onto certain pages. So like, for example, this 13, I'm sorry, not 13, this page 97, it fits onto page 13A C, 13A or 13C or 13AC. It fits directly on here perfectly. So I printed one of those off with the pumpkin background design. I guess you don't have to have the pumpkin background design. I don't know. It just adds a little something. So I printed one of those off onto cardstock. And then I also printed out of the elements, I printed the 5x7 photo mats without photo corners onto cardstock. So we're going to assemble it the same way we did the other shaker. And I can grab it so you guys can see it. And I will link that video up here and down below if you want to see it. So this shaker right here, we're going to assemble it the same way, except it's not going to be on a booklet. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, so again, it's going to go on this little pocket right here. In the next video, we'll do the inserts, by the way. That's just too much for one video. First thing, I'm going to cut these out all the way around the outer edge. I'm not going to cut them apart. We're going to do them the exact same way we did the other one. That worked out really nicely. Okay, so I'm going to put one of these aside because I only need the one. Heck, I might need that one just like I did the other one because I messed up. And I'm going to score these so that I can fold it in half. And that way we can trim out this window here at the same time. And one of the things that I messed up on last time was I didn't ink these outer edges before I cut the inside apart, so it was a little bit flimsier. If you want to ink anything, or if you want to ink your edges, anyway. So one of these pieces is going to be on the top. So we're going to make sure we use that one as the guide. So I'm going to take my craft knife and my ruler. I think I'm going to use my ruler. And I'm going to go right inside this line. What did I do last time? I punched the holes. I think that actually did work pretty good. Let's do it again. Why not? What did I do with my other? I thought I put it in the thingy. Nope, guess not. So this is a We Are Memory Keepers. It's there we go. Open. It's a 1/16 of an inch hole punch. And I'm gonna put this in the center here, right in between in that corner. And punch a hole. Yep, I'm going to do that on all four. That way my knife has a place to start and stop. My craft knife. Whoops. I didn't get that on there. I can't see, that's why. Whoops. Oh. Okay, now let's go back. I'm gonna go right inside that line. So we're gonna go through both at the same time. This is a Score Pal craft mat. This is a Scotch craft knife. And this is a Creative Grids ruler. All of these things are linked in my Amazon. Right, so now I got both of them done at the same time, and did pretty good actually. I was gonna say, and if you mess up, but I didn't, so there. So this one we're gonna go in, remember we messed up last time, so we're gonna go in 3/8 of an inch from the edge of the photo mat. So, oops, I gotta do it both ways. Perfect. And I don't know if we'll need this or not. I guess I could just leave it. And I did like the way we inked it last time. We flipped it over and inked it from this side. Just to make sure that we get as much white so it's not in your face, you know what I mean? Next thing I'm going to need is a piece of acetate to cover this whole back side. And I have a scrap, but it's not big enough, so I'm going to get another piece. And again, you could use transparencies, you could use vellum, anything you want. So I'm going to grab a full sheet. This is what I use. I've got it linked in my Amazon. So, nope, definitely doesn't work that way. I'm going to line this up on here. I wonder if it'd be easier to glue it down and then cut it. let's do that. Let's try that first. Let's glue it before we cut it. That way it's just cutting at one time, and there's no, you know, shaky to get it off. Again, going with the 1/4 of an inch. This is scrapbook.com. Whoa. Whoa. Stay put. Oh, you know what I shouldn't do while I got the tape out? Should I put it? No, I shouldn't. I should not put it on here. Okay, we're good. It's all good. We're good. Burnish. And then, oh, I'm going to use my pencil to pick it up. Remove all this tape backing. Sorry about the glare. And I'm going to try to get it on here right on the edge. Let's see how good I can do it. Challenge. Not too bad. I'm gonna have to clean it up in a few spots, I think, but that's okay. Oh, I didn't do as quick as I thought I did. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna trim it up all the way around. Oh, I didn't took some paper that time. And then, wait a minute, before I cut it apart again, let me get these edges just in case I cut some paper off, which I know I did on a few. I'm going to separate them now. So it's going to end up going like this, and then these are going to go on there. So I'm going to put tape around the perimeter. I could have swore I got that off. I'm going to put tape around the perimeter at the bottom piece right after I cut that little bitty bit off. Okay, again, I'm going to put tape on the back side of one piece. Again, all the way around the outside edge. And then on this piece, ooh, nope, I don't, I need to leave it open for a picture. So I'm only going to do 2 sides maybe, the side and the bottom. I better wait on that. We'll do that last. Because I was going to go ahead and attach it. You know what I mean? Like this. Well, let's just do it. I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch at this time. So I'm going to do one side and the bottom. I'm going to go right up on the edge there. Actually, I wonder if I can do... I'm going to go up a little bit on this side just because I wanted to have a little more holding it onto the page. Just a little more. And I will attach this down. So I'm going in a little bit different order than I did the last time, but you know what, it's okay. Wow, see how quick that grabbed onto that? Let go, come on. Nope, that's not gonna work. Son of a biscuit. Alright, I'm going to use my undo. Ow. Because I messed up. I wonder what it's going to do to that acetate. Probably nothing. I don't want it to. Shoot. Okay, well, maybe I was right the first time. We need to wait. But I'm not going to. You know what I could do? Would it be easier, do you think, to attach this to the pocket? That way it's not so flimsy. Yep. Let's do that. Maybe I just need to be a little bit more careful. I'm always trying to hurry in the video because, you know, I can't record a short video for nothing. I don't know what my deal is, but I just have a hard time. Okay, so. I'm gonna try to get up here on my tippy toes. All right, there we go. And then this piece will go on top of here. Okay, this is a little bit easier. Let me make sure there's stuff on this side. I just can't get to it yet. This is a little bit easier. Right? Now I'm going to add the foam tape, and I'm going to go all the way around the outside, and then I'm going to put a strip here. So this is 1/4 inch foam tape from scrapbook.com. That linked. I have all my adhesives Link down below. So, and this is going to be fun because when you open it and close it, it's going to shake, shake. I just think it's cute. Super cute. Okay. And then this piece, when we're finished, is going to go on top of here. Yeah. I think one thing I am going to do before I go any further is I'm going to take a black Sharpie marker and I'm going to get the sides of this foam tape. I should have done this with the other shaker, just so it blends in a little better. I tried to ink, I tried to ink the other one and it just wasn't the same. Do you know what I mean? Whoops, try not to get it onto your page though. I might have to try to erase that. Here we go. I am going to add some things. I'm going to glue some things down. I probably won't glue as much down as I did in this one. I don't know. Maybe I will, because this one you can get up and shake. This one you can get up and shake. This one is just going to go up and down. So maybe I should, maybe. I am going to, when I put this on top, I'm going to have some, wow, I need to make sure that is clean before I do that. I'm going to put some embellishments here in the corner. So there'll be that, but that'll be on the outside. Let me have that standing upright. So, yeah, I glued down some pumpkins and stuff. I was thinking about putting in one of these chipboard embellishments, like maybe, whoops, autumn or blessings. I don't know. I just thought it might be kind of cute. I don't know. What do you think? I think maybe autumn. And have it like floating around. I think that might be fun. Okay. So, I do want a key. That's going to float around. And just like with the other ones, I want some smaller, just like with this one, I want a couple smaller keys. Yeah, and then, where's my little butterflies? I'm going to put some butterflies. I don't know. I don't know. I know there's going to be some loose ones. Let's do 3. This one's a bit bigger. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I could maybe put a butterfly, like one of the fussy cut butterflies. Maybe I'll put one of them in here. Maybe I can glue this one. Maybe I can glue it down here or something. Something like that. Let's just start there. I'm going to use some art glitter glue, and I'm just going to put a thin line. And you're not going to see the back, so don't worry about that. So I'm just going to commit here. I guess I could have inked it up first. Good job. Good job, Jen. Because let me show you what I want to put on the front here. I want to do something like this. I'm going to have to cut it off a little bit. Something kind of like this. So you're not going to see down here. So that would kind of stink of everything. And I also want to put one of my tags right here. Kind of like that. So I'm wondering if maybe I should kind of block this off. You know what I mean? Like with tape. Let's just mark it a little bit and see if maybe I should do that. That way I don't lose all of that, all the stuff going down here. Does that make sense? So let me cut this at an angle. So maybe I'll go down a little further than that. Tucked in there. Right? I think that might be a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Okay. And that could be floating in here, and that's floating. Or I could have it, no, I don't want it stuck. I kind of feel like, I'm wondering if it's too big. Whoa. Well, let me add some sequins. Oh, no, that's right. This is the rose gold sequins. Oh, my trays. Do you guys remember these? Let me show you what it looks like. It's a freebie, my triangle scoop tray. It's a freebie in my Buy Me a Coffee, link down below. Cute, right? And it makes 3 of these little trays. Didn't know I needed it until I needed it. So I don't know if I want any of these big ones. So let's see. I mean, they seem so large, but I guess it doesn't hurt anything. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of those. And I'm going to sprinkle some of these. Oh, I've got 3 different shades. Well, see, that one actually goes perfectly. I did use different shades in here, didn't I? I did. So let's just do a little bit of each one. Why not? With the gold, the rose gold being the dominant color. Oh. And then these are clear seed beads. I used these in the last one, which those were cute too, but these are clear, and I got a big old tub. I got a big tube of them for $3.99. So I put them in this jar because it's prettier, easier to handle. So I'm going to scoop some out here. It just helps with the movement, keeps things moving along, you know. I kind of like the other ones too, though. So let's add some of those. Whoop. Wow, I didn't mean to hit it that hard. And then, do I want to add these? I do have a couple in there. Or do I want to add the clear ones? I just need to make sure that my key, I'm pretty sure that will fit, or that that's flat enough. I mean, I might be wrong, actually. I wonder if I should do a black one instead. because this one is flat. I'm kind of feeling like there might be too much going on, but I might take my autumn out. But that's a good idea though, to have chipboard embellishments. These I almost would have to glue down, I think. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Where's my top? There's my top. So we're going to have something like this. And then there'll be a picture back behind there, right? I can also tell I did not do a good job with my foam, but that's okay. Once again, it's totally fine. It'll be fine. I think I'll leave it. I think I'll leave it like that. Oh, I can't glue it down yet because I do want to put the date. I want to put date on here. So I'm going to grab my stamp. I thought I was already prepped and ready for that, but I wasn't. Beep. I'm going to use black. This is Distress Oxide. Oh, well, that's okay. I wasn't going to use this font, but it'll be fun. And I'm going to glue it down this way. And then this. Oopsie, let go. Wow, that glue, it grabs it so fast. And maybe I'll put some bling out here. I'm going to flip it this way and we're going to trim it off flush. So this piece that I just added onto there, that is from that one page that we cut a bunch of that stuff, you know, the fussy cut elements. That's what that's from. Wow, just get some more ink. I need to try to wipe this down so it's not dirty. Or dirty-ish. All right, I am going to, oops, I'm going to take the backing off of these. Just got to be careful. When you're doing this, so you don't get everything everywhere. Oh, you can see my little phone. Boop. And now I think I'll go and put our glitter glue right around the edge of this piece here, just to make sure. that it gets glued down. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm just gonna have to leave them in there. I don't want to run the risk. All right, I'm gonna get up on my tippy toes. There we go. Wow, I was way off over here, you guys. Way off. Okay. It's not too bad. It's not as clean as I would like for it to be. Where's my little burnisher, dude? It's not as clean on the edges and stuff as I would like, but that looks pretty cool though, doesn't it? Oh, like my autumn's already stuck. See when you open it? There we go, get that autumn moving. Okay, I don't have a 5x7 photo at the ready, but you'll see your photo will go through here. Well, that's probably not the best example, but you can't hardly see that photo anyway. Let me find another one. Well, shoot. Ah! Well, today has just been a mess. I've got a bunch of old photos sitting there. They're not old, they're from last year, but goodness gracious. Let's just find something. Maybe you'll be able to see that. That's my granddaughter from last year. And let me... Right, so you're still going to be able to see the photo behind all of that shaker stuff. And she cute. These, I don't know. I need to print me some new pictures for up here. I got a bunch downstairs. Okay, so I think, you guys, that's enough for one video. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to make a shaker flip down pocket like that. It's so cute. And then the next video we'll make some inserts for that. Oh, you know what we should do? We should put this in the book. Let's do that. We'll do one more thing. We'll add it to the album. Okay. So I'm going to take this and take the tape backing off. And I'm going to line it up. This tab actually ended up being shorter in width because of the way my printer pulled in the paper. But that's okay because we are going to be matting this anyway. So you won't see that additional line there. This will be the last thing that goes on this bin. So you won't see that. See, there's an additional line. You won't see that when we mat those. So, okay. Now that is on the fin. Let me put this back. So now I realize we got 2 shakers on one fin and no shakers on the other fin. So, but anyway, it's, you know, I make these albums for you guys so that to give you ideas of things that you can do in your albums. Oh, these did move around when I dropped it. And I would spend a little bit more time if I were you, like doing little details, maybe adding some, you know, maybe adding some of these elements glued down into different spots, maybe stamping right here, and that kind of thing. But my videos are already so long already. We'll do that. We'll probably add some more details, you know, gluing things down, some of these elements. In another video. But yeah, that autumn, I don't know if I like it in there. It's kind of stuck. So I don't know if I really like it. But anyway, all right, you guys. Well, do let me know what you think. Leave me a comment and tell me your thoughts. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe. And then turn that bell notification on so you get notified when I upload a video. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.